Okay, so here we are. Wanted to go over how to solve a multi-step equation without the table. Okay, so what you want to do is still think of that journey of x and what happened first and second and all that. And then you want to go backwards. So if we look at the problem here, we have 1/3 of x minus 8 is equal to negative 16. Okay, it's not 1/3 x where it's parentheses 1/3 times x minus 8, right, is 1/3 times x, which means the 1/3 x happened first. Okay, otherwise the parentheses would be there. Okay, so 1/3 happened first. That means minus 8 happened after. Okay, so when we travel and take a journey to go back using the same path, we're gonna we're gonna go backwards. So whatever we pass last is gonna be what we're gonna pass first on our way back. Okay, so the last thing that happened here was minus 8. So the first thing we're gonna do is the inverse operation of minus 8, which is plus 8. Okay, so still thinking of that journey. Inverse operation of minus 8 is plus 8. But now we're thinking of our balancing scales, right? Our balancing hanger. If I add 8 to this side, wait, I gotta go backwards. But anyhow, it is heavier, right? So it's not balanced until I do plus 8 on that side. So I've done plus 8 to both sides. Now it is balanced. Okay, so we can simplify. 1/3 x is all that remains because these guys canceled each other out. And that 1/3 x is going to equal to whatever negative 16 plus 8 is. So this is where you're going to think, okay, we have different signs. One is negative, one is positive, okay? So we're going to think of the addition song. Same signs, add and keep. Different signs, subtract. So that means we're going to do the big absolute value minus the small absolute value, okay? So the big absolute value is 16. 16 plus 8, we're gonna do big abs minus small abs, which is 16 minus 8, okay? And that's how we get to 8. But you gotta also think, hey, different signs subtract, but keep the sign of the larger. Who is the larger absolute value? That was our 16. 16 was the larger absolute value. And he is negative, so we keep that negative sign. So 1/3 x is equal to negative 8. Okay, now we want to get rid of this 1/3 x. I don't want 1/3 of x. I want 1 whole x. So you could go and divide by 1/3 because that's the inverse operation. But you could also think of it as, well, 3/3 is 1 whole. And if I multiply the 1/3 times 3, then I will get 1 whole. So if I multiply both sides times by 3, I'm keeping my scale balanced, and 3 times 1/3 is going to be 1 whole. I will have 1x. Negative 8 times 3 is going to equal to that negative 24. Okay, so you see, this is basically how you solve your equations without the table. And this is the method that most of your teachers want to see. So with practice, you can eventually get it. Okay.